Are you ready? Are you ready for the comeback? Yeah. Are you ready for the comeback? You know we the ones that ready for whatever. We gon' have to show them something, man. Let me see them hands up all the way front back. You don't understand that I'm doing what you can't with no cap. This is the return of the one. You ain't see him coming, you just heard drums. They've been ready for the battle. Any person that comes got the weight of the world on them. Yeah, they're too strong. I might have been down, not out. It's on sight, you gon' figure that out. And I might have been down, not out. Only one thing I gotta know now is, are you ready for the comeback? Yeah. Are you ready for the... Are you ready for the comeback? You know we the ones that... Let me see them hands up all the way front back. Yeah, it's the comeback. Are you ready for the comeback? Now I see you with your bad self. If you into taking L's, then I can't help. I'll be the self-made champ, look at my belt. I built this all from the ground up, it's all by myself, y'all know. This is the return of the one. You ain't see him coming, you just heard drums. They've been ready for the battle. Any person that comes got the weight of the world on them. Yeah, they're too strong. I might have been down, not out. It's on sight, you gon' figure that out. And I might have been down, not out. Only one thing I gotta know now is, are you ready for the comeback? Yeah. Are you ready for the... Are you ready for the comeback? You know we the ones that... Let me see them hands up all the way front back. Yeah, it's the comeback. Are you ready for the comeback?
so proudly we hailed. and the twilight lies gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets reckless, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the free, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the free, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Maxspeed TV.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Maxspeed TV. Steve Lane up in the booth. I am joined tonight by the one and only Jeremy Medlock. Jeremy, buddy, glad to have you up here with me tonight. We are at, well, it used to be Atlanta. We're still in Atlanta, Georgia, but it is now called the Eco Park Speedway. Jeremy, how you been doing, buddy?
Been doing pretty good. I had nothing else better to do, so I figured I'd hop up in there and help you tonight, since Mike Taldo was having to work the rest of the evening. So,
well, I appreciate you joining, buddy. We are in the Final Four here for the CFM Speedway Monkeys Playoffs. This is the third round of the playoffs. Now, this is the first race of the third round. We will have two more races coming up for the championship. Of course, this is Steve Littrell. No, it's not. It's Atlanta. Yes, I know. Everybody still calls it Atlanta, but it is actually called Eco Park Speedway now. We have to do what iRacing says, so it is Eco Park at Atlanta. So, but glad everybody is tuning in tonight, Jeremy. We're going to have an exciting race tonight. Right now, we're sitting about 21 cars in the field, but I want to go ahead and pull this up. This is your top four drivers for the final round. It's not working. Why is it not working? Well, here, I'm just going to do it this way. So here is your top four drivers for the final round of the playoffs. Anthony English, Adam Kilday, Paul Servant, and Dana Osborne. Now, these guys are going to be battling it out, but don't make no mistake, Jeremy. The rest of the field is still looking for that checker flag victory. You know, they're looking for that glory of winning a race.
yeah, we've got 21 drivers as of right now. I'm sure more may pop in as the next few minutes go on, but yeah, they're just because they're not in the playoffs doesn't mean they're not going to fight to the finish.
That's right. So, guys, got to give a special shout out to a few of our sponsors here tonight. Chevyland.com for our green flag sponsor with Maxspeed TV. Also to the Nerditudes guys for helping me get these overlays with SDK going. Also to Buttkicker. You know, they sponsor a lot of leagues on iRacing. And the winner of the championship will get a Buttkicker haptic system for their race simulator. So, but real quick, before we get into our pre-race analytics, I want to go ahead and bring Mr. Bubba Winningham up to the booth here real quick. See if he will visit with us. Bubba, Steve, and Jeremy up here in the booth, buddy. We are in the final round playoffs here at Eco Park, or the Atlanta Motor Speedway, whatever you want to call it. It's still the same track. What are you expecting, and how's the track feeling to you out there tonight?
The track feels great. It's track temperature is 95 degrees, which is not bad. You can at high speeds, if you got somebody right on your bumper going into a turn, sometimes if you're not careful, that rear end can break away, take the guy behind you taking the air off your spoiler. But I look for some good, clean racing. I think we're going to have a field maybe around 22, 23, maybe even 25 drivers, not too many. And this is for the Final Four. So, you know, here traditionally we do a lot of give and take here, and I think we're going to see a great race tonight. And first round of three for the Final Four championship.
Well, Bubba, I did run some practice laps on this track tonight with your guys' setup. You know, the draft is still here at this track. Speeds could get up into the 190s, maybe, I don't think 200, but it definitely into the 190s. But tire wear, when I ran, tire wear wasn't that bad. I think I ran 30-something laps on one run, and my tire wear, I think it was only down to like 96%.
Yeah, that's good. It's got a good banking. It's a good track. So about every other pit stop, some people would take outsides. You almost never have to take insides, and that also, you know, it's according to how whether or not you're cranking that steering wheel too hard going into the turns, or if you taking care of your tires. So I think it's going to be a race where you got to run with a pack, you got to have a partner, It's track position's tough. It's not the easiest track to pass on, and especially when boys get excited and try to pack it in there 3 wide, you got to be super careful, not get caught up in a mess. So also, this is a tricky track for getting into pit road. If you gotta stay in that lane that starts going into turn 4, and if you touch that line, you're gonna get an unsafe pit entry. And here, you get a penalty, a pit penalty here, you can go down 2 laps in a heartbeat.
Yes, you can. Well, Bubba, also got to thank you for sponsoring tonight's race as well with the Spinal Cord Injury Awareness 150. So big shout out to you. I know that is near and dear to your heart.
Yes, sir. It's been a little over 5.5 years since my injury, and so you know what? Guess what? Before I was ever in a wheelchair, I didn't even think I knew anybody that was in a wheelchair. So just making people aware of things that folks got to go through sometimes. It's just part of the deal. So anything we can do to raise awareness out there is appreciated.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, Bubba, you guys are getting into qualifying. I'm going to let you go, sir. Good luck. Thanks for taking the time. And a big shout out to you and David O for all your admins, what y'all guys do here for the CFM guys. So appreciate it, Bubba. Have a good one, and hopefully we'll get to talk to you at the end of the race.
Appreciate you, man.
All right. Well, Jeremy, we are in qualifying. Let me get my qualifying bar up here again. We are, Atlanta. I see Ibog is asking about SDK. No, Jeremy's right. It's a preference. It's something that I did on my own. Just wanted to kind of change it up a little bit. And, of course, like I said, the Nerditudes guys really helped me out. It's a lot more of HTML coding from my understanding, and I am an idiot, Jeremy, when it comes to that stuff.
I'm pretty good at it. I'm not bragging on myself, but I've learned over the years. I still have issues with it. Sometimes it makes me mad, but I usually end up figuring stuff out.
Well, I'll have to show you the breakdown on this. I'm trying to get all my timing screen up the way I like it while I'm trying to talk, but yeah, there's just a lot to it, and I am not 100% sure what's going on. But Taldo, that's Mike Taldo, Tally, that's the Tally guy. He is one of our new broadcasters here on Maxspeedtv, usually joining me up in the booth, but I know he says he got called in yesterday, and I guess got called in today. iBox says, iBox says HTML is pretty easy to learn, so I am just not that computer aware. But looking at our qualifiers right now, it looks like Anthony English sitting in that top spot, one of our playoff drivers, as well as Adam Kilday setting in P2. Rick Sanchez jumping up to P2 now. Bubba Winningham setting in 4th. James Mayer came in last week in 2nd, up in the 5th place. David Overstreet, our last week's winner, got him a win last week. He is currently in, it just kind of went goofy on me there, but currently sitting in 7th. Let me refresh SDK because, like I said, for some reason, that's one thing I ain't figured out. It does not like the practice, or a lot of times it does okay on the qualifying, but you just kind of have to bear with me. But Zane Bailey out on the track right now, as well as Paul Servant, one of our other playoff drivers out here. And I'm looking there is Dana Osborne, our 4th playoff driver, out on qualifying as well. But right now, Anthony English sitting in that top spot, Jeremy.
Yeah, I've lost all train of thought. I just lost all train of thought because I was over here looking at your SDK overlay, and it was a little bit messy. You had some names over the top of other names, and but it looks like it worked itself out.
Yeah, I just got to hit the refresh every now and then, and it will.
Yeah, now it's doing it again.
Yeah. It's just for some reason, I don't know why it's doing that, but Some reason it does that on me. And it could be because I've got the split on.
Oh, okay.
Now that I've got that off, we probably won't need it with about 22 drivers out in the field, but we'll keep it when we get into. No, it's still doing it.
Yeah, it is still doing it. We'll have to look into that sometime this week.
Yeah, I'll have to. Let me reload it here. See what happens. We'll open that up.
You can probably get with Nerdy Tunes and see if they.
Yeah, I need to get with Dustin Logston and those guys. I need to get that off of there for one thing. Can't believe you let. Well, you let me keep it on there, and I don't know why.
Well, I thought you were doing something with it, so I didn't say nothing.
No, but I need to make sure that I have this up though.
Yep.
We'll get all of this stuff turned off, but yeah, 14 seconds left to qualify, and Anthony English looks like he is going to take that top spot.
Yeah,
Dave
Hunt's the only one out on the truck.
Yeah, Dave Hunt
right
is out there, so we're going to keep an eye on Dave and see where he finishes up at. Nope, he is not going to make it, so we'll go ahead and bring Anthony up to the booth. Anthony English, your pole sitter in the playoff, one of the playoff drivers, Anthony. Good run out there, and I know you were out there in practice running with these guys. How are you feeling out there? How's the track feeling? And well, let's just get a rundown here real quick, buddy.
The track feels pretty decent. It's pretty snug, and even after putting like 20-25 laps on the tires, it's still pretty decent. Maybe it gets a little bit snugger, but it's not too bad. It's handling good. I'll take it.
A little bit tighter as you go, or does it loosen
definitely.
up?
No, unless it changes from practice, it was getting tighter, especially in 3 and 4.
Okay. Well, it's not going to be a bad field out here tonight. 23 drivers. Of course, you're going to be out front, but you got to battle some pretty good drivers with your buddy Adam Kilday, Paul Servant, and Dana Osborne. Not going to ask you to get into too much detail, but you got something for these guys tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a stacked field. Even the round of 8 was pretty damn stacked. You got Rick and Mark and all those guys, Len and stuff, and all that. It's there are a lot of great racers. So I think tonight is just do what you can, show as much respect as you can. This is a 3-race playoff race for a championship, and you got to remind yourself that it's not like normal where we need to do our best tonight. We just need to be solid tonight.
Yeah, it's Stephen Luttrell's out there in YouTube chat asking where his 50 points are that you owe him.
Tell them they're in snail mail.
They're in snail. Oh, all right.
He's going by Pony Express.
Well, Anthony, good luck, buddy. You guys are fixing to head out. Good luck, and hopefully we'll see you at the end of the race, bud.
Thank you much, man. Thank you.
We'll see you. All right, we'll get him back down there, and that is going to get us to our Maxspeedtv Checker Flag Motorsports grid here. Anthony English, your pole sitter, Rick Sanchez on the outside. Row number 2, going to be Zane Bailey and Adam Kilday. Row number 3, Rick Seabrands and Alex Giffen. Row number 4, Paul Servant, Dana Osborne. Row number 5, Bubba Winningham and James Mayer. Row number 6, going to be Cole Spaulding, Sean Wilder. Row number 7, David Overstreet, Dusty Burkhart. Row number 8, Sean Stevens and Dave Hunt. Row number 9, the infamous Mark Mann and Andrew Schroeder. Row number 10, Dan Harrington, Ty Dowman. Row number 11, Doug Johnson and Lynn McNeese. And, of course, it won't let me show the last row, but row number 12 by himself will be the 56 of Mike Edgerton. So 23 trucks in the field tonight, Jeremy. Man, I'm really excited. I think we're going to have a great race.
Yeah, I think so, too. It's been a while since I've done Atlanta, I do believe, unless I've done it within the past I can't remember. I've been so, but yeah, I think we got 100 laps. So, well, we'll see what happens. We're about to get started.
Yes, we are. As the pace car will dive off down to pit road. They get to that restart zone here at Atlanta Echo Park, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same. Echo Park restart zone. Chevyland green flag in the air, folks. Here we go. We are playoff racing here at Echo Park, Atlanta. Anthony English still down on the inside, and no, I'm not doing the boogity booty. I did that last night and like to choke myself to death.
I was wondering if you were going to.
No.
I just checked. I haven't done Atlanta this year at all, so it's been a while.
Well, these guys are coming down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4, running some new camera angles tonight. Got the entry 2, 3, and 4, and we were going to come out here to the turn 4 exit. They get lap 1 in under their belts. Now we also have Jeremy. I was showing you this earlier. This drone cam. Oh,
awesome. Somebody's up into the scrapping the
Rick
wall a little
Sanchez got doored by the 20 of Zane Bailey.
We're going to have a wreck
We're
already.
going to have a wreck, and that's going to collect as Rick Sanchez. It looked like Dana Osborne going to get a piece of that as well. Let's go ahead and get to the replay here, if it will let me, and it's not going to let me.
Not going to let you do that replay?
It won't let me for some reason. Sometimes it kind of does that. So we're going to do this the hard way. As you see Dana Osborne with a fender flapping in the wind there. So we're going to go back here. What initially caused all of this is going to be right here with the 20 of Zane Bailey. We're going to go ahead and get on a Zane here, get on our chase view. Now Zane has got that line right there. It just went live on me.
Oh, no.
Oh, good Lord.
We've already got several drivers coming down pit road.
Well, let me go back over here and... where is Zane? As they come into turn or come out or turn into one right there, Zane Bailey just kind of jumped up there. I don't know if he was having some internet issues or what, but
Yeah, somebody blinked out earlier, but I think it was Rick Seabrands.
it looks like he may have overcorrected.
Oh, yeah.
And that got him up into the side of Sanchez. Now Rick goes up to the wall.
Yeah, that's the wall scrape that I saw right before all this happened.
Now it looks like Adam was going to let him down and didn't clear, and that just sent him down into Dana Osborne. And guys all over the place dodging. Bubba Winningham getting through there. But Rick Sanchez out to the outside wall and then hard to the inside wall.
Dana Osborne used a fast repair, and Mark Mann, he's out due to drop up a little packet loss. He's having internet issues.
He had that happen to him last night as well.
Oh, my goodness.
He ended up going 4 laps down because of it last night.
Ouch.
Hey, Les. Yeah, I didn't see him out there tonight. Les Levy out there in chat.
Yep.
I see Belva out there.
Let's hope Mark Mann can get back in before he goes too many laps down.
Yeah, let's hope so. As we are getting ready, the lights on the pace car are out, Jeremy, as we're getting ready to go back green here. They are stacked up, racked up, ready to go once again.
Mark's coming back in, so.
Good. I see Dana Osborne coming off a pit road. You said he used his fast repair. Now they do have 2 fast repairs, folks, here tonight. They're running 50% fuel, unlimited tires. 2 fast repairs. We got 2 GWC attempts tonight, and again, unlimited tires. Now Anthony was saying that the fuel laps are in between 26 and 28. Depending on if you can save or not. Well, there goes the pace car as we get to that Echo Park restart zone here.
Eco Park. Back in.
Well, good deal.
Only a lap down, so that's excellent.
Got the Chevyland green flag back out once again. Of course, big shout out to Chevyland in Shreveport, Louisiana, our green flag sponsor here at Maxspeedtv. Chevyland.com. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, go to Chevyland.com. Take a look at their inventory. You can do everything online. And Jeremy, if you can't make it to Shreveport, they will deliver to you in the lower 48 states.
Well, wouldn't mind having a new vehicle.
You and me both, brother.
Mark Mann just went another lap down because he was coming out of pit road.
Yeah, but, you know, you never know what's going to happen. Now,
oh no.
You know, last night we had 82 green flag laps last night before we had our first caution, and that's kind of unheard of for Saturday night.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
We come out of turn 4, coming down the front straightaway here. I guess you can call that double. It's a double oval, like a tri-oval. Little double oval there, coming past that start-finish line. Anthony English out to a good lead. Got Rick Seabrands pushing right behind him. Paul Servant up into the back of the 20. Now, Paul is a playoff driver, so he is trying to get his way up to the front. Unfortunately, Dana Osborne still on the lead lap. He is back here in at 21st, so he's got a lot of work cut out in front of him to get back up to the front. We come back to the field. Lynn McNeese up here in at 15th. Really not a lot going on side by side back here from about David Overstreet, Bubba Winningham, and then Sean Wilder. Now we got a little bit of side by side right there with Doug Johnson down on the inside. And Dave going on the outside. Big wide track here at Atlanta. So as far as the little double tri-oval there, Jeremy, so you know you can it'll make you or break you at that point.
Yeah, we ran a race past me and my brother. We broadcast the race at Phoenix on Thursday and Saturday nights, and they had the dog leg, and people were just going down on that. First 2 and 3 gave the drivers trouble, but I'm not seeing any of that here.
No, and you know I've ran Phoenix before as well, and that open dog leg can be a little tricky. Man, you get down on that thing, you get loose quick, as we see Paul Servant bumping the 20, trying to get him pushed up to the front. You know, he's just trying to get up there to get out into some clean air. They go up high. Adam Kilday, another playoff driver, right there behind Paul. Kind of see what happens there. But I'm going to look through here. We are side by side racing pretty much all the way back to Dan Harrington, Andrew Schroeder down on the inside, Mark Mann getting around Andrew. And there is the 27 of Sean Stevens. And then Ty Dahlman, Dana Osborne, Mike Edmonton. Mark Mann is still in the race. Thank goodness he only went maybe a lap or 2 down. But you know, you never know. He could get those laps back fairly easy.
Yeah, as long as if there's cautions, as long as he's not involved.
One thing we didn't do is look at our pre-race analytics here real quick. We are at a 73-degree air temperature, 35% humidity, partly cloudy. Winds right now at 4 miles an hour. Don't really see that being too much of an issue. Of course, our track came down. Yes, it has. It was in the 90s. Now it's down about 84 degrees. So good conditions really for racing here tonight at Atlanta.
Yeah, and it's always going to be Atlanta. I can't call it anything else.
Yeah, it was kind of, well, even like I said, even in our racing, iRacing, it's showing Echo Park or Eco Park.
Wow.
So it's no longer showing Atlanta. I see Moose Pie waving at us out there in Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, Bubba Whittingham in some trouble. He is off of the wall. Man, what
a lot of positions.
Yes, he is, but what a great save. Something got him a little bit out of sort there.
Yeah, he probably hit some black ice down there.
If they're hitting black ice down in Atlanta, we've got some major global warming issues.
Yeah. Global cooling.
Global cooling, yeah. So back up to the front, though. Anthony English still out front. Has led, I think, just about every lap. Rick Sanchez right behind him. 99 of Alex Giffen there on the inside, as well as a 49 of Cole Spalding. 69 of Dusty Burkhart. Now, Dusty's running a new Tennessee paint scheme. I haven't seen this one before. On Dusty here real quick as we're on Cole. Man, them Spec Mac paints are getting better and better, Jeremy.
Yeah, that's pretty shiny. Of course, I'm not a Volunteers fan, but that's a pretty good looking paint there.
Yeah, it is. With that A&W compressor and Mechanical Services, which is a company that Dusty works for. Matter of fact, I think Bubba was telling me that Dusty and that company bought a couple of trucks off of them, and they had them delivered to Dusty up in Tennessee. So that just shows you right there.
Yeah, like Eyeball got there said, graphics have gotten better.
Every time they update.
Yeah, it's crazy. If you think back in the 90s where NASCAR games, they look pixelated. Now they look real. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, we're watching these guys come through turns 1 and 2 and get the different camera angles that we're running tonight here on Maxspeedtv. Looks really good. They're coming through turns 3 and 4. Now the turn 4 exit, they will come screaming by. And of course our starters lap 20 of 100 in the books here, folks. We are winding. I figured this is going to go pretty quick.
Doesn't bother me.
Again, these guys that aren't in the playoffs, they're still out here racing for a win. Zane Bailey drops it down in front of Anthony English. That leaves 2 of our playoff drivers to the outside there. That is the 3 of Paul Servant and the 85 of Adam Kilday. Now, Adam is dropping it down to that low line, kind of leaving Paul hanging out to dry. Adam checked up a little bit there. Now, with the new track here, Jeremy, pit entrance is a little bit different. Brother was kind of talking about it earlier. And we'll kind of keep an eye on, let's go cockpit view here with Zane. And I'll kind of show you as we come down the back straightaway. Now, off to the left, you see the green light. That is where the entrance to the pit is. So they had to be committed before the entrance of turn 3. And they had to stay below that line down at the bottom as they come around the front straightaway here. So they had to
That's a long pit road.
Well, you can still run 100+ mile an hour around that corner. We'll watch these guys. Right now, they're averaging about 180 mile an hour in the draft. I see a 185. Well, I just seen a 188 for a second back throughout the field. But we should start seeing some green flag pit stops here pretty soon.
Yep.
The pit window should open up about lap 25 to lap 29. Of course, Anthony was saying about 28 if they're saving fuel. Dave Hunt, Adam Kilday down on the inside, Dave Hunt, Lynn McNeese, Sean Stevens on the outside of that group. Everybody else kind of single file. Get back here to Dana Osborne. Now Dana coming out of pit, so he may have a little more fuel than some of the other guys.
We're about to be a quarter of the way through now.
Yes, we are. As they come around turns 1 and 2, down the back straightaway, we're going to see if these guys start pitting here pretty soon. Not seeing anybody coming in just yet. So with only 100 laps, and you're getting about a quarter to a little over a quarter of the race on 1 tank of fuel, try to take it as long as you can. I mean, what do you think the pitch strategy would be, Jeremy?
I have no idea. That's what I don't know, because I've never raced in a race before, so I definitely don't want to run out of gas. That's for sure. But yeah, I expect them to come down at any time.
Well, you know, I'm about to say that's all about tires. I ran this track earlier today under the same conditions that they're running tonight. And honestly, I ran 33 laps on the set of tires, and when I changed tires, I was still at about 96% on the rides.
Alex Griffin is coming down pit road.
Alex Giffen is. It's Giffen.
Giffen, yeah.
Giffen.
Yeah.
Giffen. There's no R, Giffen.
There's no R, yeah. I've noticed that now. Sorry, Alex.
So he is down by himself. So.
And looks like we're going to have some more,
yes,
too.
we are. The leaders
Here
are coming down. Zane Bailey, Anthony English. That is Rick Seabrand's coming down. James Mayer, Cole Spalding, Adam Kilday, Sean Wilder, Bubba Winningham, all coming down pit road. Well, that leaves Lynn McNeese out there. He is on that outside line. Now, they have to pit. Just like any other league, they had to pit from that low line. As here comes Dave Hunt. You see him already getting in position. That's Paul Servant coming down with them, as well as Dana Osborne and Mike Edgerton. So that's going to definitely spread the field out a little bit, Jeremy, as we're getting lap 30. So they ran 30 laps. Now they may have, I can pull this up right here. Looks like Lynn's been out here 26 laps on this one. Sean Stevens coming down pit road, been out here 25 laps. So
Paul Servant just got hit with a black flag.
Who did?
Paul Servant.
Servant.
Servant? Okay.
Got hit with a black flag, probably speeding on pits.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, you can't see the black flags on SDK. So.
No. So right now, Lynn McNeese out front, Dusty Burkhart in second, David Overstreet third, Rick Sanchez back up to fourth, Dan Harrington in fifth, Ty Dahlman in sixth, Andrew Schroeder seventh. I seen Andrew and the 34 Ty Dahlman coming down pit road. Sean Stevens still down on pit road too. Now he's just now coming off. Paul Servant, oh man, he has got a hold.
Yep.
Dana Osborne as well, so I'm wondering if he got a black flag or if he's just waiting on Paul.
Maybe waiting. They're both coming out like Dana. I didn't see no black flag on Dana Osborne, so.
Well, here comes Rick Sanchez, Dusty Burkhart, Dan Harrington down pit road. David Overstreet going to go ahead and stay out another lap. That's going to put David Overstreet in the lead. So he will get a bonus point for leading the lap, although he is not in the playoffs. Now Lynn McNeese coming off of pit road. Now we're looking at this group right here. It looks like they will catch up to David Overstreet, though. Anthony English there with Zane Bailey, Rick Seabrands, Sean Wilder, Cole Spalding, and James Mayer. in this group. And then back here, Lynn is coming off of pit road. Here comes Adam Kilday, Dave Hunt, Alex Giffen, and Sean Stevens, as well as Bubba Winningham. David,
We've lost Mark Manning for the same reason. He's coming back in. He's coming back in. It looks like.
David Overstreet down on pit road, coming into his
We've
pit
got a
box.
caution.
And we do have a caution.
I'm not sure where that happened, Daddy.
Oh, it looks like Dana Osborne again. But that might be from the previous. iRacing is being a little bit sketchy on me right now. Oh, right there. We're looking at it. That is the 49 of Cole Spaulding and the 20 of Zane Bailey. They were 3 wide. Mike Edgerton looks like he got turned around. Oh, Mike was up into the wall in front of him. Mike hits the wall, comes back down. Didn't know what to do. They kind of go around him. He was trying to get out of the way. Ooh, that was net code.
Yeah, it sure was.
Between Edgerton and Zane Bailey.
Yeah, they didn't touch it all. That's definitely net code.
If I can get... Oh, Lord, I can't even hit the right buttons tonight. Yeah, net code. You see that jumped.
Yep.
And that just collected Mike. Zane comes back down. And then just gets loose. I think maybe netco between him and the 49 of Cole Spaulding. I didn't see him actually hit. It looked like they did. What a move by Cole to miss Zane. As you see, Zane's got it locked up there. And then Mike Edgerton just comes in and finishes off Zane Bailey. Well, lap 35 brings out another caution. David Overstreet is in the lead. We're going to go ahead and step aside and pay a bill. We will be right back, folks.
Sizzling summer savings are yours for the taking at North Louisiana's #1 dealer, Chevyland. Save now before the price adjustments kick in. Get up to $9,000 off MSRP on select new Silverado models or incredible 0% financing on select new Chevrolet vehicles. And the Chevyland Advantage, 12 months, no charge scheduled maintenance. Get the best deals at North Louisiana's #1 dealer, Chevyland. Your Silverado headquarters. Online at Chevyland.com.
And we are back as the lights on the pace car are out. Going through our top 10, David Overstreet, Lynn McNeese, Anthony English, Rick Sanchez, Sean Wilder, Cole Spaulding, Rick Seabrand, Adam Kilday, James Mayer, and Zane Bailey. Looks like we got some guys still down on or coming off of pit road. Ty Dahlman, Paul Servant, Dana Osborne, Mike Edgerton back out. He is a lap down, I believe.
Servant just got hit with another black flag.
You're kidding. It is not Paul's night tonight.
He's back out on the track, of course, but yeah. Mike Edgerton used a fast repair.
Mike Edgerton looks like he is 2 laps down. Dana Osborne is a lap down.
Mark Mann just went 5 laps down as well.
Yep. But Mark is back out on the track as we get ready to go green here. Pace car dives off down the pit road into that Echo Park restart Lone Stones Chevyland green flag back out once again. Here we go. We are. 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 You're winding it down fairly quickly, Jeremy.
Yeah, these are going pretty quick.
Got Charles Sanchez out there saying he's going to Chevy Land. Yeah, I talked to Jeremy was up here with me. I was talking to Bubba before the race about some plans that I have, and we'll kind of keep things under wrap for a little bit, Jeremy, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
Until we figure out exactly what's going to happen. A little bit of.
Is that Anthony? No, it wasn't Anthony, was it?
Yeah, it's Anthony and
was Anthony?
David
Okay.
Overstreet down there. David getting a little bit loose. Anthony trying to bump him, getting him up. But Lynn McNeese, he's jumping out to the front, going to drop it down to that inside line. That's going to allow the 5 of Rick Sanchez and the 49 of Cole Spalding. Man, these things are getting a little bit loose in the draft.
Yeah, I'm not sure. If they're hitting something or trying to slip.
I don't know if it's going to be.
Somebody scraped the wall back there, but I couldn't tell which number it was. I think it was Daniel Harrington.
Dan Harrington is on that outside as Mark Mann's trying to get his laps back. Mike Edgerton is down on that bottom line. Now, I've been working with Mike a little bit on his setting. He has a G29 wheel.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
But he is having some issues. And we've been trying to work with him on his force feedback to get him a little bit better feel. So
yeah, I'd like to have a G29.
Charles out there. Rick should have stayed up there. Well, you know, it's all about the draft here is these guys got to be careful coming across that start and finish line, man. They're just Zane Bailey is kind of all over the place. You know, they got to pick a line, but they're trying to cut that corner is what they're trying to do, Jeremy.
Yeah, if they have a wreck right there, that's gonna take a lot of vehicles.
Yes, it will.
A lot of trucks.
So what you're seeing is there'll be some guys that'll drop down on that apron and try to cut the track shorter. I mean, there's nothing illegal about it. But you got to be careful because if you do that and the guy behind you doesn't go and they have a run, they're going to close that door. They're trying to get back up on the track.
Yeah, they're making me nervous every time they come around.
Well, guys, I was hoping we were going to get the three Stooges together one last time, but the third Stooge is... well, I guess he's not going to join us.
Yeah, I sent him a message before the race started, but he never got back with me. So.
Ooh, the 99 of Giffen. Right on the bumper of the 4 of Seabrands. Almost looked like he was drifting around that tri-oval there. A lot of side drafting going on, trying to slow that line down from getting the run. See Adam Kilday getting a little bit high. So did Rick Sanchez. Zane Bailey, though, out front, your leader. That 44 of 100 into the books.
Yeah, it is starting to get a little crazy.
Just a little bit. Like I said, I mean, man, the bump draft and the draft is really good here. As we see the 99 of Alex Giffen pushing the 4 of Rick Seabrands. And, you know, it's just a matter of whether or not you pick a line and hold that line. Brendan Kennedy tuning in out there. Brendan, how are you doing, sir? Glad to have everybody here. We got 23 viewers, only 4 likes. Appreciate it if you would hit that like button. Also, if you're new to Maxspeedtv, be sure you hit that subscribe button. Also hit that bell icon. Let us know every time that, or let you know every time that we do go live. Now, we will have the broadcast tonight. I will be back tomorrow night for the OP Premier League for Monday night right here on Maxspeed TV. Of course, we'll have a couple of nights off, and then we'll have a double broadcast on a Thursday with JM Square, with the J&K lift services. I believe that is a Josh White race, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Both of mine and my brother's podcasts on Thursday and Josh White.
So that is the Josh White racing experience, isn't it?
Esports.
Esports. Okay. So Josh White Esports. And then I will be broadcasting the Thursday night OP Throwback Cup Series right here at... Now, tomorrow night, Jeremy, we're going to be starting a little bit early. Monday night, we start broadcast at 7:15. We'll qualify at 7:30. So, Les Levy saying the 62 will be back Monday. We miss you out here, Les. And I'm going to tell you guys, I've run with Les Levy, and man, he's a great guy to run with. He's real supportive. If he can push you, he's going to push you. And man, if he needs a push, he'll return the favor if you help him. You know what I mean? Ooh, door to door between Kilday and English. 49 of Cole Spalding getting down on the apron a little bit. Well, Les, either way, safe travels, brother. Be looking forward to visiting with you on Monday. Lap 50 of 100. We are halfway through. Jeremy, you might want to turn your volume down a little bit, because
I don't have it up. I've got the TV muted, so.
Oh. Well, I was saying we are going to do that, but you know what? I do not have, that's the bad thing about this camera pack. I do not have a crank it up.
I don't know if my brother's got one for Atlanta or not.
Well, you guys are going to see a little bit of what we do behind the scenes here. We're going to load up this other camera pack.
Well, you got on to me earlier, but for not telling you, you got those bars up now. There you go.
Well, the other camera pack don't have it either, so.
Oh, wow. I don't know if I've got it over here or not.
We may not have it.
All right, I got to figure out where my. There it is.
Nope. All right, well, we're going to go back to this one because this is what we've been running with. This is the seated cam, but I don't think we're going to get a lot of action going on with it. So, well, folks, unfortunately, here at Atlanta, we do not have a crank it up cam. So
I've got it.
You do?
I've got it. Yep, I'll send it to you right now.
All right. Well, let me.
Right over the qual.
Oh.
Oh, something happened.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Okay. The race is subject to whiteout, folks.
Let's see. Well, they are running around here. I'm going to try to do this.
I don't think you have to restart iRacing in order to.
I have no idea.
I don't remember what he said.
I went to
How long before it
download.
picked up? About 5, 6, 7 laps, maybe. Most of them are at 2021. Lynn McNeese has been out there 24. Dana Osborne been out there 25, but he's a lap down. Oh, we're gonna have a wreck, Steven.
Are we? Where's
Yep.
it at?
It's in the back.
Oh, Sean Wilder getting a piece of that. Let's take a look here and see. Oh, Dana Osborne hard up into that outside wall. He comes off the wall on the 27. Sean Stevens right there trying to miss it. Gets into the 91. Ooh, Sean Wilder nose first into that outside wall. That gets him spun around. Mark Mann right into the door of Sean Stevens. Ooh.
Yeah, that's gonna be caution number. Yep, caution number 3.
Number 3 at lap 58.
Yeah, you said. I think you told me before race time that you don't have a cautions button on your.
No,
overlay,
I
so-
do not have a cautions counter on SDK. So
Well, at least I'm good for something.
yeah. Well, all right, guys, we're going to step aside real quick. We will be back in just a second.
Fast.
Well, folks, we are back. We were just sitting here talking about the Buttkicker system. Jeremy says he was afraid to kick his butt right out of the seat. But, it don't really work that way. I'm going to kind of explain from what I understand. It's like a subwoofer or a system that connects to your simulator seat, whether it's like mine's a mounted seat that I can slide back and forth just like a regular car seat, Jeremy. Well, I can adjust where my feet are on my pedals. If I'm too close, too far back, I can kind of slide it back and forth. But it mounts to that, and it's like a subwoofer that you just feel the vibration in your seat. And it's supposed to be more immersive as far as what you're feeling the cars do.
Oh, okay. That sounds interesting.
They're pretty cool. I've seen some of them, seen videos and stuff on them, and they actually have a Buttkicker system for a home theater as well, which is pretty cool. So you got kind of feel when the explode, like if you're watching an action movie and there's explosions and stuff, you have it hooked to your couch or whatever, and you feel the vibration like if you're feeling the explosion. It's not extreme, but it's there.
That would be awesome to experience.
I think it'd be pretty cool. But Dana Osborne, Sean Wilder, both down on pit road right now. Mike Edgerton back out. Sean Stevens coming back out as well. It looks like Mike Edgerton's a lap down. Dana Osborne coming off of pit road. Sean Wilder, I believe they are 2 laps down. And unfortunately, Mark Mann with the internet issues, again, going 5 laps down.
Les Levy says you can run multiple kickers in the corners of your rig tied to each tire.
Really?
Wow.
Okay.
Now that would be something. And there goes the pace car.
Yes, sir. Pace car down to the pit road as we get to this Echo Park restart zone. The Chevyland green flag up in the air and waving. Here we go. Back out once again. These guys are trying to get this race done and over with here tonight at Atlanta. Echo Park, Eco Park, whatever you want to call it. I know for most drivers, Jeremy, and for most broadcasters, it's still going to be Atlanta. I understand
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's hard to change.
Well, it is. It'd be like me going from a Chevrolet to a Ford truck. Not going to happen. I'm just saying. I think I've only owned 2 Fords my entire life.
I think I have too, but I prefer those.
Well, I had a Ford, or it was actually a Mercury Cougar, but still a Ford family car. I had a Mercury Cougar, and then I had a Ford Explorer that
Oh yeah.
I had. So got too many problems with it, so I got rid of it. But I'm pretty much a Chevy GM guy. You know, my pickup was a Chevy. My little terrain's a GMC. So
Yeah, me and Mom, we have a Chevy Sonic right now, so.
ooh, Cole Spalding was looking to go down. Was not clear. Took it back up to that second lane. Was not clear of St. Bailey. They are just, man, Cole's getting loose there. Getting pushed by that Ford. Now, I did run some draft. Mike Taldo got into that practice session with me that I created, and we got into the draft, and, you know, it wasn't bad, really, in the draft. I didn't really feel a whole lot of looseness, if you know what I'm saying. I think what's happening, though, Jeremy, is they're hitting that apron down there.
Yeah, they gotta be careful.
Rick Speedbrand's out to the front now, taking over the lead. Now you got Adam Kilday and Anthony English to the outside. Now my iRacing kind of lagged there for a second. Yeah, that number 5 truck, he is back here in 10th spot. Of course, for the last couple of weeks, he's been in a good position. And, man, it just, you know, he's due for something, Jeremy. He's not, it's not anything that he's done wrong. It's just other people, and he's getting caught up in it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never raced, so I don't know what these guys are, going through. I'm probably got
Well. Ooh, big wiggle there from the 69 of Dusty Burkhardt. Getting a little bit loose. We go back through the field. Here comes Dana Osborne. He is trying to get his lap back. I believe he is 1 lap down, so.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he is.
He is the first truck a lap down. And we have Mike Edgerton be the second. Sean Wilder is 3 laps down. 4 laps down. And Mark Mann is 5 laps down.
I'm showing Sean Wilder 3 laps down.
Yeah, my lap counter shows him at 63 when the lead guys are at 67.
Wow.
I do have how many laps they have run. Okay. Now I show him at 3 down. So yeah, he is 3 laps down, but they are gaining on him. Rick Seabrand's on the inside, Adam Kilday on the outside with Anthony English and James Mayer down the 49, getting into the bumper of the 4. They come around at turns 3 and 4, coming back to the start-finish line to finish lap 69, starting lap 70. Adam Kilday with that lap led, so he will get a bonus point for leading a lap. Which again, every point counts right now, especially for these top 4 guys. And we're going to go ahead and run through those. You have Adam Kilday, Anthony English setting in a 3rd. Adam Kilday with the lead right now. And then we have, where is Paul Servants back here in 15th. And then Dana Osborne back here in 20th. So that is your top four, but Dana Osborne still the first truck a lap down right now. So he is wanting a caution to get his lap back as long as he is not involved in it.
Yeah. Would Mike get one back as well? Mike Edgerton?
No, because the lucky dog only works for the first truck a lap down. Now, if he stays out and doesn't pit, he may get a waiver round, but I don't know exactly how. I'm not sure.
Or they're getting wiggly in mid-pack.
Yes, they are. All the way through the field, though, it looks like guys are having some issues. Look at the run that outside line's getting. We're on Doug Johnson right there, getting a good run, getting caught up with Dusty's. He goes up a little high by that wall. Again, I think a lot of issues that we're seeing, we see like Rick Seabrands right there, or Cole Spalding, I should say, hit that corner apron coming through the start-finish line. Anthony English drops it down in front of the four. And the push James Mayer is giving Anthony English right now. Anthony going to drop it down as we're coming by some lap traffic of the 91 of Sean Wilder.
Yeah, he just went another lap down.
Yeah, he is doing, bounces off the wall. Did a great job to keep it up high. Getting into the leaders as they come around. Anthony English is out front. Now, Anthony stays out there. He could get another bonus point for most laps led. But James Mayer, Lynn McNeese, Dusty Burkhart's trying not to let that happen. They are trying to get the run on that outside line. Back behind Dana Osborne there. We're single file with Paul Servant. The 04 of Mark Mann is right there. The 6 of Bubba Winningham. The 82 of Dan Harrington. The 34 of Ty Dahlman is looking to the outside. We have 19 cars right now, Jeremy, on the lead lap, so it's still a battle.
Yeah, it's still a big deal.
We still have the 23 cars that we started with, folks, so.
We're going to have a wreck.
I seen that. Who was that?
I think it was
Dana Osborne again, up into that outside wall.
No caution, doesn't look like.
I have not seen a caution just yet, but Dana, he is on the grass, and he is having some problems. Driving the wrong way.
He's going to drive backwards. They're about to come back around. Yeah.
Yep, they are going to pass him again. He is staying down low. Still no caution. And he toes to pit road.
Okay.
24 to go.
That avoided caution number 4 right there.
Unfortunately, Dana had already used his fast repair, so I think because it was
one left.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he had one left, but I think he's done. Yep, Dana's done. He disconnected.
Yep. So Dana Osborne has taken his car behind the wall. Looks like Mark Mann coming down pit road as well. But Anthony English. So to answer your question, Everett, single car, they will not go a caution unless they don't clear the racing surface.
Yeah, or if they stop on the track.
Or if they stop on the track, exactly. Well, that's still not clearing the racing surface.
Yeah, we had that happen either last night or Thursday night. I can't remember which one, but yeah, somebody stopped dead on the track.
So yes, that will bring out the caution when that happens. But Benz, he stayed down on the grass and not on the racing surface. iRacing will not throw the caution down. Admins could have thrown the caution, but don't see a race control. He said just throw the dang caution.
Throw the dang caution.
Bubba Whittingham down on pit road now. We should start seeing maybe another round of green flag pit stops. Looking here, it looks like 21 laps that they have.
2021.
I don't know if they've got enough to finish. They hit lap 22, so.
We got 20 to go, so.
Yeah, but they've already been out 22 laps.
Yeah.
I don't think they've saved it up because they've been pretty much wide open the whole time.
Yeah, I don't think they do either.
So the question is when do you pit? I mean, you're up front.
We're going to have a wreck anyway. So
Yes, we are. So that's going to change the whole thing out. I believe we're going to have several cars involved in that.
yeah, 2 that I know of. I don't know if the
Looks like
third was
Andrew
involved.
Schroeder might have been involved. Let's take a look here and see. That's Andrew Schroeder getting loose there. I'm not sure. Lap traffic, that's the 91 of Sean Wilder. Went up high. Andrew would look like he was coming around him. As we're watching here as 91 goes up in the wall. Andrew drifts up, catches him on the left rear, but he's already, Sean Wilder was already up in the wall. Andrew just, ooh, that's going to collect Paul Servant as well, one of our playoff drivers.
Here comes our pit stops. So we got a bunch coming down, which is no surprise.
I'm trying to see if anybody else got involved in that. There's the 46 of David Overstreet. Got it locked down, so he was able to stop that. Mark Mann as well was kind of back here in the back. So, well, yeah, that's going to change the whole dynamics now. These guys coming off of pit road as we start transitioning. See the sun is going down. I wonder if that has, no, we're still at 84-degree track temperature, Jeremy, so really not much changed on that. Well, guys, we're going to go ahead and step aside with 18 laps to go, but when we come back, we should be getting ready to go back green, so hang tight, folks. We will return in just a second.
Sizzling summer savings are yours for the taking at North Louisiana's #1 dealer, Chevyland. Save now before the price adjustments kick in. Get up to $9,000 off MSRP on select new Silverado models or incredible 0% financing on select new Chevrolet vehicles. And the Chevyland Advantage, 12 months, no charge scheduled maintenance. Get the best deals at North Louisiana's #1 dealer, Chevyland. Your Silverado headquarters. Online at Chevyland.com.
All right, folks, we are back. Mark Mann stayed out.
Yep.
He's
We
trying
lost Sean Wilder.
Yep, Sean Wilder took his behind the wall as well. Mark Mann, looks like Mark Mann's going to get the wave around as well as Bubba Whittingham. So that's going to get them guys back on the lead lap. Looking at my lap counter here. So yeah, that'll put everybody back on the lead lap except for Mark Mann. Mark Mann still showing him to be several laps down.
Yeah,
Six laps, yep. So we have lost one of our playoff drivers tonight, Dana Osborne, taking his car behind the wall, as well as Sean Wilder. So we are down to 21 vehicles now, folks, or 21 drivers left in the race. We come around turns 3 and 4. We're going to get ready to go back green here. 17 laps to go. Still anybody's ball game for these guys up here up front.
Yeah, it's going to be a fight to the finish now.
Pace car dies off down to pit road. So we get to that Echo Park restart zone. Here we go. Chevyland green flag up in the air. Back out once again on the loud pedal. Hopefully for the last time they stay on. Finish up this race. Jeremy, I'm going to leave it right here for just a second. If you'll take over for me and just kind of keep an eye on things. Call out what you see. I will be right back.
I'll do my best.
All right, buddy.
I don't have control of the cameras, so and I don't know if they change automatically. I don't think they do. But hopefully we don't have a yellow walkies going, because I can't do nothing about it. Anthony English back out front now. Let's see here. Get a little wiggly up front. Yep, we might have a wreck. Yep, we're gonna have a big one. This is gonna be yep, there's the caution. I don't have control of the camera, so I can't do the replay. I don't know who was involved.
Okay, it looks like I see caution came out.
It did. I think James Mayer was involved, and possibly Alex Giffen as well.
Well, let's take a look here, see if it will bring us back. James Mayer into the wall. Ooh, looks like Alex Giffen got rear-ended by the 53 of Dave Hunt. Let's kind of rewind this and see what happened. We're going to get on James Mayer here.
Yeah, I had just said I hope you get back before there, if there's a caution, and it happened.
Well, we're on James right now. He's got the 49 of Cole Spalding. Oh, James just snapped loose.
Yeah.
And then Cole Spalding right there. You see Cole lift, but James was already loose trying to recover. And then the 20 of Zane Bailey gets involved. The 53 into the back of the 99 of Alex Giffen.
It was a late flag too, so they waited probably, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 seconds before the caution flag came out.
Well, with 12 laps to go, again, I don't think anybody, of course, James Mayer and Alex Giffen down on pit road. Oh, James spinning out, coming onto pit road.
Ooh.
He must, you can see the right front damage on his truck, so he may be having a hard time steering.
He's got a meatball, and so does Alex Giffen. So
Alex is already down into his pit box.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he...
Yeah. Alex has been in his pit box now for almost 2 minutes.
Yeah, so I don't know if he is going to, if he's already used up his fast repairs.
Oh, he's got both.
He's got both, so...
Yep. James has got one left too, so...
Well, he just looks like he just used one of them, so he's got one left.
Yep.
Well, let's run through our top 10 here, Jeremy. Anthony English, right now, your leader. Rick Seabrands in a second. Adam Kilday third. Doug Johnson up 17 into fourth. Lynn McNeese up 17 into fifth. Dusty Burkhart up 8 into sixth. Rick Sanchez has fallen back in 5 positions, back in 7th. Cole Spalding up 3 in 8th. Sean Stevens up 6 in 9th. Zane Bailey down 7 into 10th. And Paul Servant is down 4 in 11th.
James Mayer used his first fast repair on this one, so he's still got one left.
All right. Well, James is still on the lead lap. Looks like the only car that is a lap down, well, the Alex Giffen will be a lap down. Alex is holding short of that pit exit cone. Maybe had to wait till they opened pit exit up for him to come back out. So, well, that's going to put Alex 3 laps down if I was seeing this right.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing as well. He was down in his box for 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So
as we come down the back stretch, though, Anthony English down on the inside with Adam Kilday and Lynn McNeese. Rick Seabrands on the outside with the 38 of Doug Johnson. The 69 of Dusty Burkhart. Rick Sanchez right there behind Lynn as well. Trying to get them to close up that gap. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Charles said his pit exit was probably closed because that happened to Rick before as well. So I kind of figured as much with the cars being right there. They closed the pit road, and then once they got by, they opened it back up. Pace car diving off down into pit road once again. That Chevy Land green flag up in the air. Here we go, back on the loud pedal once again. Chevy Land green flag waving. With 10 laps to go, Jeremy, we are almost done here, buddy.
Yep, we sure are. It's gone by pretty quick.
Big wiggle from Seabrands on that outside line. It's 85 of Kilday, goes up to the top side. Lynn McNeese closing the gap there behind Anthony English, going to give him a shot. Well, Rick is going to return the favor to the 85 of Kilday. Now, Rick is one of the better, Rick Seabrands is probably one of the better pushers out here. Wobbly there.
Yeah, they got a little close on that one.
Yeah, Charles says this is Rick's favorite track, but he's kind of in a bad spot. But you know what? He is right there to have a good finish. As you see him backing off of Lynn just a little bit on the corner, maybe to help ease up some of that draft issues they're having. Again, the little trial here at Atlanta, it is a little bit tricky as well because it's kind of a double bend. As I see cars really checking up back here with the 27 of Sean Stevens. Sean getting down real close to that double line. Anthony English still is your leader with 8 to go. It'll be 7 to go at the line here, folks. We are getting close. Oh, what a save by Kilday. But we got cars.
Yeah,
now we're
wrecking.
wrecking.
Another caution, yeah.
Oh, Zane Bailey, Doug Johnson, James Mayer.
That number 20 just slammed the wall.
That's going to bring out our caution here. But Doug Johnson getting turned around. Zane Bailey towing back to the pits. Let's take a look here and see what happened here. It took us back to Doug Johnson. Doug looked like he kind of went high, and it looked like the 69 of Dusty Burkhart wasn't going to give up. Oh, big checkup. You see the checkup from Dusty because he was right there. And then Zane Bailey, he taps the outside wall behind him. Doug is staying up high, comes back down, and they make contact right there. It's 49 of Cole Spalding down on the inside, the 46 of David Overstreet tapping Dusty. And of course, Zane Bailey hard into the outside wall there.
Yeah, he lost part of his front fender and almost lost his hood.
Yeah, as the 38 of Doug Johnson comes back down, gets into the side a little bit of James Mayer, and then he goes head first into that outside wall. Well, that's brought out our, fifth caution of the night, Jeremy?
I think it's number 6. Yep, number 6.
So sixth caution of the night. Luke Gray out there in chat. Luke, man, miss you out here on the track, buddy. Yeah, I think that's what a lot we're seeing, and Luke is right. We see a lot of guys getting loose, and they're trying to overcorrect, trying to save it, and they're just putting too much input into the steering wheel, and they're just completely losing control. I had no worries, brother. No worries at all. It's good to see you at least out there in chat.
Yeah, that's going to put Rick Sanchez up to P3.
Sorry, I had to give me a drink of coffee.
Yeah, I'm drinking some too. So.
Well, Rick was right there. He's back kind of in the same area that he started. He started in second. So we'll see what happens here with 5 laps to go. Again, I do appreciate everybody tuning in. 26 viewers, 6 likes. If you're just coming in, or if you haven't yet, please hit that like button. These drivers will go back and see that, and we'll see how many likes we got. And you know, they appreciate, you know, our fans tuning in and, you know, watching the race, rooting these guys on. Of course, most of these drivers always go back and watch the replay. So, but right now, Anthony English is your leader. Lem McNeese on the outside. Rick Sanchez in third. Adam Kilday fourth. Rick Seabrand's fifth. Sean Stevens at sixth. Dusty Burkhart seventh. Paul Servon back up into that 8th spot. Dan Harrington ninth. Ty Dahlman in 10th. Dave Hunt 11th. Cole Spalding in 12th. Bubba Winningham in 13th. David Overstreet in 14th. James Mayer in 15th. Andrew Schroeder in 16th. Alex Giffen, or Mike Edgerton, I'm sorry, in 16th. Andrew Schroeder 17th. Alex Giffen in 18th. Zane Bailey just now coming off of pit road. Doug Johnson looks like he is taking his car behind the wall as well. So we're down to 19 drivers to finish out the race here.
This is going to be an unofficial GWC?
This will be a regulation GWC.
Regulation, okay. Cool.
Yep. Russ Hancock out there, he is not in the race. I just wondered where he was at too. Chevrolet green flag back out here on the left, the loud pedal. Yep, 3 to go here. Make it around for a couple of laps here. Get that white flag, and then hopefully that will finish the race. Hopefully we don't have to use any additional GWCs. I've seen a car.
Yeah, I did too.
Getting a little bit loose back here.
Oh, Russ, I hope she's okay, and I hope she recovers.
Oh no,
man.
Well, prayers, buddy. We'll be praying. Well, here we go, coming back around. 2 to go at the line here. Can they make it around for one more time to get that white flag? Good, Jeremy. I do appreciate you coming up here and helping me tonight, buddy. I mean,
no problem.
It's always nice to have an extra person in the broadcast booth with you, you know, to kind of fill in the gaps, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I didn't mind. I said I had nothing else better to do. So, I mean,
well, here we go, folks, coming to the line. White flag in the air.
White flag up now.
So we are on the final lap. No matter what happens now, it's going to happen. We're going to stay right here on the lead as Anthony English is down on the low side with Rick Sanchez right behind him. Lem McNeese, Adam Kilday to the outside. Rick Seabrand's pushing Rick Sanchez. The battle of the Ricks here as we come around a turn 3 and 4, coming to the finish, guys. Door to door, Anthony English, your leader. Lem McNeese in second, Sanchez third. Are we going to finish that way? Yes, we are. Your winner tonight, Anthony English. Lem McNeese in a second, Rick Sanchez in a third. Well, folks, we're going to step aside, get our top 3 up here for the post-race interview. Hang tight. We will be right back. All right, folks, we have caught up with our top three. We're going to start with our third place finisher tonight. That number 5 machine will get him up to the broadcast booth. The number 5 machine, like I said, I was telling him a while ago, got that proverbial monkey off his back. Got him a podium finish tonight. Rick, man, these last few nights, last few weeks haven't been real kind to you. But, man, you did great tonight. You kind of got knocked back towards the back of the field, kind of got caught up in a little incident, but fought your way back up with that P3 finish, man. Let's talk about it. How did things go? How did it feel out there at this new Atlanta track tonight?
I felt pretty good. It's usual. After about 20 laps, it starts getting tight in the corner, especially 3 and 4. You got to let off there, and some people have a hard time doing that, I guess. Especially these super speedway guys, they ain't used to letting off the gas a little bit. I got kind of doored a little bit, put into the wall at the beginning, and that put me to the back. But seemed I was able to drive back to the front. Pits were pretty good. One of them I did real good. I think we were like 14th or something when the pits cycle started, and when it was all said and done, I think I was in 3rd. And that's what made up a bunch of the spots on the track. But other than that, yeah, it was just a fun race.
Well, like I said, I know it's not been your nights here the last couple of nights getting caught up and stuff, but one little incident right there, you kept it fairly clean the rest of the race. Now, I did run this track a little bit earlier today in a practice session. I tried to get the conditions as close as I could to what y'all was going to run tonight, just to get an idea how it felt. Now, y'all were running 50% fuel. I didn't change the fuel status on my practice session, and I was running 100%. But really, to me, it felt like even through a 30-lap run that I had, my tire wear was still really good. I think it was in the 96% area on the right sides, but they were still running pretty warm.
Yeah, one of them I got down at, I think, 86% on the right front.
Ooh.
But I guess that has to be, to do with how hard you're running there. So, but like I said, the only spot I kind of felt real tight was 3 and 4, and you just got to let off. If you just let off the pedal of the throttle a little bit going in and let it catch, then you can get back into it pretty good. 1 and 2, I was able to stay in it all the time, even with old tires.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah.
Well, another thing I wanted to mention real quick, we were seeing guys being real, almost out of control. It was almost like Luke Gray said it best. It looked like they were getting loose and then overcorrecting, and that's what was causing a lot of the wiggles and the wobbles and the losing control. Was you feeling any of that, or did you see any of that yourself?
Yeah, witnessing it. I think just maybe putting a little too much wheel in it, or maybe they didn't have the ratio set comfortably for them or something. I don't know. Yeah, I did notice that. It seemed like coming out of the turn, they're turning too much, and then going in, they weren't turning enough. But I think most of it was just, when these tires start to get old, it'll push a little bit, and you just got to let off a little bit. And but especially going through the dog legs, yeah, they get really kind of squirrely through them. I think they're just, instead of trying to make it a smooth curve through there, they're trying to make 2 turns through it, and it gets them kind of wonky.
Yeah, just too much input.
Yeah, exactly.
So, well, you got some fans out there rooting you on. Of course, Charles Sanchez out there says, good podium, bro. Belva Felt says, mama is proud. So
that's awesome.
So, well, buddy, congratulations on the podium, man. I'm happy for you that you kind of got back up towards the front here. And like I said, I know it's not been the best of races the last few races, but awesome job. I'm going to go ahead and turn the mic over to you. And, of course, Luke Gray's out there says, way to go, Rick. So, but I'm going to turn the mic over to you, Rick. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, things you want to give before you go celebrate?
Just shout out to the league, CFM, letting me run over here. It's a real good group of guys. And shout out to Maxspeedtv, best broadcasting out there. shout out to the family out there. Love y'all, and we'll see y'all next time.
All right, brother. We'll go celebrate. I believe we'll see you tomorrow night, maybe for the OP Premier Series.
Yes, sir. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, brother. Have a good one, man.
All right, baby. Good.
All right. Well, that's going to bring us to our third place finisher tonight. This gentleman right here. Another good friend of mine. I've run with this guy quite a bit in my early iRacing career. Been real helpful to me. Lynn, I was bragging about you. I said, Lynn is he'll push you when you need pushing. He'll take a push if you push him. He'll return the favor. But man, what a finish! Up 20 spots. Our biggest mover tonight. Finish it in P2. We were talking to Rick a little bit about the way these trucks were handling out here tonight. Almost like guys were just putting in way too much input.
Oh, you had to drive them tonight. The tires were giving out a little bit, and it started getting a little loose in the corners, especially the draft right there. So it was it made it fun. It put it in the driver's hand to have to drive the track and keep it straight and not spin out.
So would you agree with that statement that some of these drivers was just maybe over inputting on their steering wheels and getting themselves out of position more than anything tonight on this track?
Probably so. I mean, since we don't run this track that often, and I don't know if the guys don't run a lot of the short tracks like this, it was a lot different than Talladega and Daytona, where just very little wheel input. So that could be a possible. With the temperature starting out with the sun out, it made the track a little slick, so it was starting to tighten up there when the sun went in. So it was made it a lot of fun.
Well, of course, you're not in the playoffs, but you kind of helped Anthony there, or was battling Anthony for that spot. But Anthony is a playoff driver. Did you have any doubts, or if you were able to push him to the win, or if you had the chance to take the win? I know you would have taken it.
Yeah, earlier before that last caution come out, I was behind him pushing him, and I was pretty much set just to stay behind him and push. And then when that last caution come out, I was able to move up into the outside. So, and then I had to thank Kilday there for staying right on me and pushing. He was trying all he could, and it made it. We was trying to get by him, but just at the inside, I had more momentum on that last turn.
Well, let's talk a little bit about this pit road entry here at Atlanta, or Echo Park, whatever they want to call it now. How do you feel about that pit entry being at the entrance of turn 3?
I like it because it really, especially if it's green flag stops, it gets everybody out of the way. That way you don't have somebody stopping on the track at turn 4 trying to turn into the pit. So I think it really does help a whole lot.
Well, I kind of like it. Again, like I said, I was running, I set up a practice session, try to get the conditions as close as possible to what guys were going to run tonight, just to see how these trucks would feel. Of course, I haven't got to race as much as I'd want to, especially at like Atlanta and stuff like that. Now, I did run a 30 a lap run nonstop, and my tire wear, like I was telling Rick, I think I got down to like 96, 95% maybe on that 30 lap run. Of course, that was by yourself, but when you have this traffic, of course, you drive it a little bit harder. What was you feeling, or what did you get on your tire wears?
Well, at first we'd had a green flag stop, so I was kind of basing it off of that. The first pit stop with the green flag, I'd run my right front down to about 88 on it, and the right rear was like about 91, and you could tell it was starting to get a little loose going in. And then I only put on 2 tires, which I found out was not the way to go, because I put on the right sides there at one time and come back out, and then for the first 5 laps, that thing was like it was going to spin out every lap, and it finally, the tire heat, I guess, caught up a little bit, and it was a little easier to drive, but it was still real loose. It was like it wanted to come around real quick.
Well, I tell you, I try to do that before, taking just 2 tires, and I had a problem with it personally, so every time I always go in, if I'm going to take tires, I'm doing all 4. I don't care if we got a tire limit or not. It's just a rule in my book, because it just seems like it just doesn't feel right to me.
It don't, but sometimes you outweigh which one's going to cost you more, the time on pit road or or just the two tires. So it's a toss of the coin which way you want to go.
Well, awesome job, Lynn. That Western Auto 84 ran good tonight. Like I said, you're up 20 spots. Congratulations on your P2 finish tonight. I'm going to turn the mic over to you. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate, buddy?
Well, I only missed the playoff Final Four by 1 point, so
no.
I am kicking the butt on that right there. I'm one bad race and I lost it by a point. But anyway, we definitely want to congratulate Anthony on the win there, and again, Mr. Kilday there for helping me push all the way to the end, and Dave-O and Bubba them putting on the show and helping all behind the scenes and keeping all this up and going, and of course you up there putting on a great show for us every week. I really appreciate that.
All right. Well, I appreciate the kind word, brother, and I'm going to get you down there. I know you're one of the admins. We'll get you down to that big yellow truck for the post race. What you guys do, what you got to do, man. Congratulations, and we will see you soon.
All right. Thanks a lot.
All right. Well, that is going to bring us to, this guy. I don't know what else to say, but this guy. Your race winner tonight, the 44 of Anthony English. Man, Anthony, you have been on a tear lately. I know the last night probably wasn't your better nights, but hey, it is what it is. But you got the win tonight, first round of the Final Four. How important was to getting that win tonight?
It was pretty big. Just getting a good finish to start out this 3-race championship round race thing. So we had a mindset as a team all night, and that was try to stay up front just all night. We didn't want to get mired back in traffic or anything crazy, so we kind of set a point to try to stay up front as much as we could, and huge team effort tonight. I think almost all of us did. I think Jim had a little mishap later in the race, and then Mark obviously had a packet loss thing earlier and got DC, which messed up his night. But all in all, the team had a pretty good night tonight, and I definitely owe tonight's win to Richard Sanchez. He pushed the hell out of me those last few laps and made it come to reality.
Well, buddy, we were talking a little bit about tire wear tonight. Now, like I said, when I went out and ran a practice session, I try to get the conditions as close as possible to what you guys were going to run tonight. By yourself, to me, the tire wear didn't seem too bad. But when you start running around with these other trucks, you're driving a little bit harder. What was your tire wear like tonight out there?
Well, solo compared to in a pack is not only are you going faster because you're drafting, but you're also unless you're the lead car, you don't have that downforce of being out front, so you're in that dirty air, and you wear those tires even more being in that dirty air at that speed. So, and they definitely were a little bit of an issue. Like I told you pre-race when you interviewed me for the poll and everything. They were definitely, after about 25, 26 laps, they were falling off to the point to where 3 and 4 was a struggle keeping it down. And if you were running the top line, it was even harder just to keep a solid line and run smooth. But if you had the run and a little bit better tires, the outside line was better. But on equalized tires all around, it looked like that bottom was pretty strong there for the first little bit. So it was like I think I had 20 lap tires on it at the end, and we had enough cautions at the end where we were just keeping our tires as cool as we could just to do what we could, and they actually felt pretty decent for every one of those restarts. So thank God on that part. But yeah, they definitely did play a part. We took several tires tonight.
Well, of course, being the first round of the Final Four, the first race of the Final Four here, all points matter. With the way that they're setting it up for the finale this year. So I believe you may have got the most laps led. But, again, how important was it to get that win. I mean, I know it's not going to relieve a lot of pressure off of you because you still got to finish strong these last 2 races. But having that win, getting those bonus points and the points for winning, does that relieve a little bit of pressure off of you?
I mean, maybe a little bit, but not much. Me and Adam knew when we were coming in tonight that it was a max point type of night. It was one of us needed to get pole, one of us needed to lead, and we needed to both lead a lap, and one of us needed to lead the most laps, and then hopefully one of us could nab the win at the end and get the bonus points from the win and stuff too. So, I mean, even though it's 3 races, I mean, it's still any points can matter. Every point left on the table could be what changes your fate at that final race.
Well, like Lynn said, he missed the playoffs by 1 point, so that 1 point,
1 point
can make a difference. So, well, awesome job, Anthony. Congratulations on the win, brother. I'm not going to keep you any longer. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give for your celebrate, buddy?
Yeah, I'm going to dedicate this win to my beautiful fiancée, Rachel. She just had her birthday and everything this just a few days ago and everything. So I'm going to dedicate this win to her. Happy birthday, baby. And then you up in the booth, everything Maxspeedtv has done for CFM has been a blast racing over here, and what David and them guys did with this league has just been it's pretty awesome. I mean, I look forward to, like, Sunday's one of my most favorite nights to run and everything now. So I mean, they're doing amazing. So hats off to them. All the team guys tonight is huge team effort. Adam, Rick, Mark, Jim, and Ian, Drew, all them guys, that help us out and we run with here and there and stuff. A lot of these wins and stuff we wouldn't have been able to get without them guys behind us pushing hard. Everybody watching, all the fans out there watching, all our friends watching, my dad back at home watching, and Buttkicker for what they do. Who sponsored tonight, anyways?
Bubba Whittingham sponsored tonight. It
Bubba?
was the Spinal Cord Injury Awareness 150.
Okay, and then Bubba for sponsoring tonight's race, the Spinal Cord Injury Awareness 150.
Yep.
Awareness 150. There you go. I think I covered all my bases. Oh, and my Aubie Fox Chevrolet truck for being so goddamn fast tonight.
Well, it was fast, dude. Anthony, awesome job. And I'm going to say this while you're still in here. Happy birthday, Rachel. Belated birthday. Keep Anthony in line because we know how wild he can get sometimes.
Get me in too much trouble.
Yeah, well, what are friends for, buddy?
True. Thank you much, man.
All right, man. Well, you have a good one. Congratulations, Anthony, and hopefully we'll see you here soon.
Thank you. We'll catch you tomorrow.
All right, brother.
Later.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us here tonight on Maxspeedtv. Before we leave, though, we'll get to our unofficial results here. This pending any admin stuff. They are in the big yellow truck right now, looking over all the incidents. Of course, fairly decent night as far as cautions is concerned. I think we only had 6 or 7 for the whole night, so not too bad. But Anthony English, your winner. Lynn McNeese with that P2. Rick Sanchez coming in a P3. Adam Kilday finishing 4th. Rick Seabrands in 5th. Sean Stevens 6th. Paul Servant 7th. Dusty Burkhart in 8th. Ty Dahlman in 9th. Dan Harrington rounding out your top 10. Cole Spalding in 11th. Dave Hunt 12th. Andrew Schroeder 13th. David Overstreet in 14th. Bubba Whittingham in 15th. James Mayer there in 16th. Mike Edgerton 17th. Alex Giffen in 18th. Zane Bailey 19th. Mark Mann 20th. Doug Johnson 21st. Sean Wilder 22nd. And Dana Osborne rounding out your top 20 or your 23 car or truck field here tonight at Atlanta. Don't forget tomorrow night, though, folks. OP Monday Night Premier League right here on Maxspeedtv. Myself will be back up in the booth calling that race. And then we'll have a couple of nights off, and then we'll have our double broadcast on a Thursday and a Saturday of next week. Well, next week here for the CFM guys, they will be at Daytona in the Xfinity cars. So stay tuned. Round number 2 of the Final Four. We get wrapped up for this season. Again, that's going to do it for us tonight here on Maxspeed TV. I do appreciate everybody tuning in. Cole Spalding coming in late there. Good race with the guys. So awesome job, Cole. You had a good run there for a little while. Unfortunately, finishing down there in 11th, just outside the top 10. Luke Gray for coming in. Charles Sanchez, Belva Phelps, Mike Taldo out there on chat. Russ Hancock as well. Appreciate Jeremy Medlock for coming up into the booth with me. Was hoping we'd have the Three Stooges up here, but Joshua didn't make it in. But big shout out, Brendan Kennedy out there in chat. Everett Grover, Everett Baker, both out there in chat. Les Levy, appreciate Les tuning in. He is up in Indy, so thanks for tuning in and chatting with us, Les. Let's see if I'm missing anybody here. I know Moose Pie was out there for a little bit. Ibog out there in a chat as well. I'm looking here. Stephen Luttrell didn't say a whole lot, but he was out there tuning in tonight. So, Stephen, appreciate you tuning in there, buddy. Glad to see you out there, ready for you to get back on the track as well. Let's see. Am I missing anybody? Let me go back through here, folks. I want to make sure I get everybody and thank them. Again, thank you, everybody that tuned in. Even if you didn't voice up in chat, I do appreciate every single one of you guys tuning in and watching the race. So until next week, or until tomorrow night, I should say, that's going to do it for us here tonight on Maxspeed TV. Stephen Lane up in the booth, wishing everybody a great weekend. Have a good night, stay safe, and we will see you tomorrow night.
Sizzling summer savings are yours for the taking at North Louisiana's #1 dealer, Chevyland. Save now before the price adjustments kick in. Get up to $9,000 off MSRP on select new Silverado models or incredible 0% financing on select new Chevrolet vehicles. And the Chevyland Advantage, 12 months, no charge scheduled maintenance. Get the best deals at North Louisiana's #1 dealer, Chevyland, your Silverado headquarters. Online at Chevyland.com.